What's up guys, Bob here, welcome back to Let's Play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations, and today, I'm going to show you a couple of things that probably a little bit, interesting. You're gonna want to try out, storm out the house and get in here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go with that, Alex. So, what's going on? So, there's a couple things I wanted to go over. One is that since that we actually have a training mode, I know, God forbid, we actually have one of these, it's just, you know, a fighting game with online ranked. Weird it took this long to get this, but okay, sure. A couple of things I wanted to mention about this. The training mode is not amazing. It's got the basic features you would want in a game like this, but one thing that is pretty cool, and I do appreciate it, is that it does actually let you lab with your awakened characters. Excuse me, you know, the awakening state, you know, get below a certain threshold of health, like 54%, 50 or 40%, that's what I meant to say. And you can pop it, and it's pretty cool. One cool thing about it in this game is that, you can set it to maintain, so you can literally lab your character. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because in my notes, I forgot to bring this up before, oopsie, is that there's a special promo character of sort. So, what happened with Storm Generations and Storm 3, interesting enough, and Brennan in chat does know about this, is that these two particular games, oh, and no, Revolution as well, they kind of got ahead of the anime a little bit in time. So, what if you're wondering what I'm talking about, is that the anime for Naruto was a laggy son of a bitch. You know, partly because of the ramping lots of filler content that was just constantly thrown around everywhere, Jesus Christ. But also the fact that the manga was moving at a little glacial pace at some points in time, so they kind of had to, you know, I guess, you know, Tale of Two Evils and all that shit, whatever. So as a result, the games actually managed to cut ahead of the anime in some regards, and as a result, you get not one, but three instances of going ahead of the script and actually getting stuff in the games before they're even out in the Japanese subs. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, one would be Madara from Storm 3. You literally get to hear Neil Kaplan as debut as Madara, as well as the sub side, before he even appears in the anime. The other being Obito from Storm Revolution, because the revelation happened in the manga before it happened in the anime, because again, laggy as shit. The last one being this, Chakra Mode Naruto in this game, you know, the form he initially has when he debuts this form. And I still gotta say, this form is still fucking stunning to look at. I feel like it's missing effects in this. Imagine that, I don't know. I tweaked with some settings earlier as per Brand's request to sharpen it a little bit, and I feel like there's some effects missing, or I could be imagining that. I don't know, maybe just thinking of later Storm games. But anyway, yeah, this is actually the debut form of Naruto in Nine-Tails form, but not mastered. It's really hard to explain. You know, you're probably familiar with like the whole chakra cloak form he does get later on during the fight with Obito, where him and Kurama fully team up, and as a result, he does have complete access to Kurama's present amount of chakra. I say present. This is more a diluted version of that form. It's hard to explain. It's like Naruto does get a huge buff in chakra and general stats across the board, but he's not quite. He's not planet level. God, I fucking hate that term so much. I'm never mentioning that ever again. I'm never using those terms. I'm just the ones I'm gonna mention that. So yeah, no, this form is actually really cool. Now, what makes me particularly enjoy this is that the jutsu for this form is just so fucking fun to look at. Look at that. I love how it just lingers on his face afterwards. It's so flashy, it's so cool. But yeah, this form is really fun. I just want to mention this because it is a really fun promo form, and you're probably more than used to it because of, you know, later Storm games. But yeah. Right, my dude, you docked yourself enough as it is, but I'll do that to myself before you do it to me. Only one allow me, the only one to kill me is me. Anyway, sorry. So, I mentioned this also partly because, where the hell is in my notes? So, I do have some stuff for this game in terms of the meta. Basically, okay, so I might have mentioned this before. I mentioned in passing that this game does have, like, its meta history a little bit more well documented than Storm 2. I will say what I've generally seen for preliminary results on Tier Maker, because Tier Maker is still a young website. You would not believe that. I think it came out like just pre-pandemic pretty much. Beforehand, we had to use terrible charts and such. But from what I've seen, it looks like the general top tiers for this game are Masked Man, Minato, Danzo, Might Guy, Mangekyo Sasuke, Young Kakashi, Pain, and Kakuzu. I'm going to give just a brief rundown as to each one. If you're ever interested in... Excuse me, Jesus Christ, a lot of gas. If you're ever interested in playing this game out whatsoever. So Masked Man. Metric fuck top invincibility frames and good pressure and just really good damage. Minato, when he awakens, he has a free teleport with a chakra dash. I'm not even kidding, it's so cool. And lets him reset pressure pretty much non-stop. It's really fun. I know Danzo's kind of up there. Where the hell is he? His tilt's a projectile. His awakening is fucking monstrous. Just good stuff across the board, and he cashes out damage really fast. Much like my guy, who also cashes out damage really fast and is a good damage monster. Yeah, good stuff. Mangekyo Sasuke is like generally the balanced character. He's got some good stuff. His grab range is enormous. I love that. That's a really fun aspect. He's just a really good balanced character. Like I explained before. If you're a veteran of this game, he might give you war flashbacks. Jesus Christ, that tilt of his is so obnoxious and really good damage across the board. Goddamn. As well, just, you know, the tilt is just super safe, gives a fast knockdown, good damage, fast. And I know Pain's got some good tools about him, wherever the hell he is. Scanning, there he is. He's got some really good properties. Shinra Tensei has some really good lingering hitboxes. He's got good damage, his neutral's pretty good. I know he gets pretty gutted in later games, and it's kind of usurped just across the board by, in terms of usefulness, by Nagato. But this version of the Pain in this game is still pretty decent. I know I don't think he's ever below like mid tier, but yeah, historically, some lot of really good stuff. It's not too bad in general. Okay, so, all right, with that out of the way, I just want to go ahead and show that off really fast. Now, we can get into the game proper. Also, I will say, despite me recording for 3 hours last time, God, I did not expect to make as little progress as I did. We only covered Naruto's story, Sasuke's story, and that's it. God, I did not think that would move so glacially, but it do, so, yeah, that's a thing. That's fine, though. Naruto's is, of course, the longest one because, you know, main character, he's in all the arcs and all that jazz. Yeah, but that would do it. Sasuke's would also be the next longest. I think you get some stuff. It's okay. One other thing I wanted to mention. Okay, I'm gonna get this out there before I forget to bring this up. So you might not notice if you're a newer subscriber to the channel, and by newer I mean after 2014 or something like that. If you've been here for any length of time. Good news, once the day stories are long stories out of the way, I think Young Naruto is decently long. It should be. I'm expecting that. So, you might not notice, but Brandon and I a long time ago did already do a full Let's Play of this. Like a long way back. It was interesting because it was one of the very first games we ever actually did. But it was marred by a large amount of issues that ultimately lets me taking it down a couple years ago. One is that we recorded on composite cables. And if you know anything about high definition games and recording composite cables, it's an interlaced fucking mess. I can only hope to marginally replicate with video effects right now. Ugh. Our commentary was just not there. We were recording in a super echoey room. It's also like, I think Brandon was working like 2 jobs at that point in time, so he was exhausted. I think he got like 4 hours of sleep on average at that time. I was also kind of bored because this game does drag its heels a lot, and you had to deal with a lot of redundancy. So that's a quick backstory of that. I ultimately took down a game a couple years ago, but just so all of you are aware of that fact, yes, we did do this once before, so yeah. But again, that's why I'm hoping with the advent of Twitch and doing this. It was 2 a.m. before we used to record at 2 a.m. I feel like we were doing it at like 9. Oh no, I remember we started a couple times during the day. Oh no, I think what happened was like sometimes we were recording it at like dead night, then we woke up and we kept going. So that was just like, ugh, God, that was not well paced whatsoever, my dude. Anyway, so yeah, with these two down, our next goals are basically Kakashi, Gaara, Jiraiya, young Naruto. We're basically working our way out to get to the more of the side characters. You will, of course, be last. I think you are second to last. You're somewhere towards the back. You are somewhere towards the back. I mean, obviously I could do this a raw in terms of like a raw save file, but that would be incredibly boring. Plus, I want to get to show off survival mode. Oops. So next up, we're gonna go for yeah, we're going for Kakashi. Even before Brandon said that, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go for him. Screw it, let's do it. And also, what's our edition of the statues for today? Statues, faces. Apparently a while back, because we don't even have them as the fourth one yet. Oh, right, we do have Obito's voice at this point in time. You know, when Pierrot does want to put effort into animations, they can do some decent stuff. Not often, but it's sometimes there. Monument, yeah, let's go with that.
You're done, Obito.
Darn it.
Does anyone ever know what Rin's actually good at? Like, she doesn't have any distinguishing, like, strengths that I ever know about.
Nice strategy.
Obito, there, 2 o'clock.
It is always very weird for me to think that,
Fire style. Fireball jutsu.
it's always weird to think Tony Oliver does both Minato and Ulquiorra in Bleach and, Naruto, respectively. Oh, yep, he tossed out the cheating knife. Yep, he's gonna get out of there.
Yes.
Huh?
Almost had me there.
But
Seriously, it's fucking just one of the most broken jutsu ever, goddamn. It's so free.
Blew it again.
You've grown strong, the both of you. And I'm impressed with your team.
Well, the two of them did pretty well.
And now, for the next step...
To be fair, for the guy who is basically going up against a guy that's basically already Hokage's level, yeah.
Sensei, today's the day I win. You've been hiding so long. Was that your strategy? No, it would be too hard to fight you while watching over these two.
That's why you were waiting for me to defeat them.
Okay.
There.
I love how he had the time to play all of those, alright. So I love how their teamwork back in the day was literally let Obito and Rin get try to weaken him a little bit, or at least get him distracted, and then Kakashi tries to win.
But not enough to beat me.
I'm not through yet.
Shadow Clone.
This just is. Man's back super sore and tired from carrying his entire team.
Now I'll finish this.
I told you, didn't I? You can't beat me. You lose.
Oh, he's totally got one of those marks on him.
Wow. What incredible speed.
No, Yep. Hey, and the best thing is, that mark is not going away. As we learn with Obito later on, that does not disappear at all.
I'd already consider you Jonin class. If I hadn't set that, there's no telling how this would have turned out. But you're not ready.
That feeling when you have joint level stats, but you are not just, you just can't get past anything.
So close.
It's just funny to think that 12-year-olds in the show being on level of Anbu Black Ops are not that uncommon.
I thought Sensei was acknowledging my skill. And I was close to becoming a true ninja.
Whatever that meant for you back in the day.
I know a thing about what it really means to be a ninja.
And just, once again, eternal reminder just how fucking great of a developed character Kakashi is. Jesus Christ. Because remember, from here, where he goes from the cocky, arrogant punk back in the day, basically Sasuke, but with Naruto's ego, he goes from that to Obito being crushed under a rock, thinks he's dead, to Rin being captured, and then having to promptly stab her directly through. Oh yeah, also Minato ends up dying, oopsie daisy. all my loved ones are dead. Oops. Sorry about that. I don't know what is with this humidity and making my science just run wild. Alright.
Against any of my peers, or even those more
Hey, early art style. I recognize
I was
that.
convinced I couldn't lose.
If you're wondering how I know that just at a glance, it's mostly in the shadow details. Like, I can tell this is probably from the immediate flashback arc before Shippuden starts. A lot of it's in the details. Like, there's a lot... Early Naruto art has a lot more scruff marks in areas, as well as like just multi-layered shadowing. It might seem dumb, but I do appreciate this era of art because it does look really good.
I was drowning in my own pride.
Boy, was he, to be fair, when your dad is... oh god. I still would love for the White Fang in order to get his own arc, just to figure out what the fuck did Kakashi's dad do to go from like a demigod of worship to literally being the most ostracized dude in the village. What the fuck happened there?
But there was one person who was always ready to take me on. It was you, Obito.
Oh, we're going this route again.
I remember that time when we were training. You were the same as ever.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, fuck. I was gonna talk about this when we get to Storm Impact, because I didn't know if we actually heard Obito in the story for this, but no, I guess we get to bring out the counter again. It is once again time for the Obito voice actor count. Oh my god, we've already gotten to 2 of them in the same game. Crazy. So, how many are we at? We were at 3 last time. Now, we're at 4. We had Chris Edgley at the start. Wait, no. Michael Yurchak, that was it. Sorry, Chris Edgley is Hedon. I know, right? Nolan North, Neil Kaplan debuting for Master Obito in this game, and now we have Obito being voiced by Vic Mignogna, and it's extremely funny in hindsight because Vic Mignogna would also voice would voice Toby in Storm Impact, and it's just very, very funny in hindsight how, you know, Viz accidentally got the dubbing right for that one. Oops, you guys got it right. You just didn't know it. I mean, it's pretty obvious in hindsight. It's just very fucking hilarious. Kakashi was an anime until 08 or 09. It happened as an animation in the manga, but was turned into OVA way later. Oof. Did not know that.
I don't want to hear that from a know-nothing amateur like you.
Well, I can still tell this was definitely done. I can still tell this is still pretty early Shippuden art before they go way more smooth with the animation. And then give it to Todd by mistake 2 years later.
What did you call me? Time for your beating.
Yep. So our I was about to say guy art counter. That'd be funnier. No, the voice actor counter for Obito is now officially at 4, boys. It keeps growing, and it's not gonna stop being funny anytime soon. So yeah, also yeah, young Kakashi, this is fucking awesome. This character is so dumb. Not because of that. That was a decent combo though. This. Like, I kid you not, you can literally take entire matches with this alone. In fact, I might just do that. Go for it again. That was almost a trade. Boop. What's he gonna do? He's gonna do it again. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna try to block it this time? Nope. Oh yeah, also a great post-substitution option because of the distance it builds, the knockdown. Whiffed it there. Does it even matter? Nope. Oh no, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do it again? I'm thinking yes. I whiffed. Oh no. However, I can then do this. If he ever wants to sub out, that'd be cool. Nope, nope. He's just gonna do it again. Again, this jutsu is just that dumb. Oh yeah, his Chidori is also like instant charge. You don't have to charge it whatsoever for it to actually go off. So, you know, that's also pretty good. Yeah, this character's dumb.
Everyone in the Uchiha clan this week, Obito.
God, I wish. Nope, literally next generation after Kakashi. Oh hey, we got another 12-year-old who's like the leader of the Anbu Black Ops. Oopsie. Anyway, what have I missed in chat? The OVA was made between Sasuke, Itachi, and Dry Pain. Seriously? God damn, that was a fucking distance out.